everybody, it's Leisha from Caught by Design. I'm here today to share with you one of my all-time favorite tools for using in conjunction with my silhouette. This is the envelope punch board from We Are Memory Keepers, and I have literally used mine hundreds of times. Not only do I make cards for celebrations like birthdays and anniversaries, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas, but I also a couple of years ago made all the invitations for my daughter's wedding and made all the envelopes to go with them. So there were over 130, I think, just for her wedding that we made with the punch board, and it was a lifesaver. So let me show you what comes in the package with the punch board. First of all, you have this tool, and it has some storage right there. This is your score tool. You'll also get an adhesive chart with some card sizes in addition to the ones that are printed on the punch board itself. And you'll get this chart, which is the same information that is included on this additional adhesive chart. I have been able to use the chart for all the chart that's printed on the board for all the envelopes I have made. So I'm going to demonstrate for you how to make one of the most popular card size envelopes, which is the A2 card, or the 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch card. Now, if you look on the punch board, you will have 3 different columns here. You have card size, paper size, and score line. The card size, the finished card size we're going to make an envelope for is the 4 1/4 by 5.5. It says that we need a paper size of 8 1/8 by 8 1/8, and that we're going to use the score line of 3 3/4 inches, and that will make more sense in just a moment. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take a regular piece of 8 1/2 by 11 inch cardstock and trim it to 8 1/8 by 8 1/8. Now I have a nice big paper trimmer here that I use. You don't need one that big, but I do love my big paper trimmer. I use it for vinyl and cardstock. And it's self-sharpening, and I really, really like it. So I'm going to cut it first this way at 8 1/8. Turn it and cut it again at 8 1/8. So I have an 8 1/8 inch square of cardstock. Now remember, it said that we needed to use the 3 3/4 inch score line. So on the punch board, you have this ruler right here. Starts at 1, 2, 3, 4, goes up to 5. 3 3/4 is right here. So I'm going to line up the edge of my paper at 3 3/4 inches. Then I'm going to punch, use my score tool, and you'll feel there's a groove right here for the score line. So if you just put your score tool in there like that and pull it down, you'll get a nice sharp score. Then you're going to take that score line that you just drew and line it up with the guide here. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard on the blue, but I've got it lined up right there. Again, punch and score. Now, cardstock works really well. I've found that some of the thinner papers that you get like in the paper pads, while I really like the patterns on them, sometimes they're not as thick. So you have to be a little more careful when you score so that you don't break the paper there. You have to score just a little lightly. And also when you go to fold it, you'll want to fold a little lightly because it tends to break. So I'm going to repeat that process, put that lined up with that score line, punch, score, punch, score. And then we have the 4 score lines and the punches right here. Now it also has a reverse punch, and this reverse punch gives you a nice rounded edge on all the corners and flaps of your envelope. Then it's just a matter of gluing. And I like to use my Scotch ATG. You could use any type of adhesive. You could even use glue, but this is a handy tool. Another tool that I thought I would not use very much. I just needed it for a specific purpose. We were making programs for my son's wedding, and I knew it was gonna come in handy for that, but I cannot tell you how often I have used it since then. This one I've had since 2013, still going strong. So when you score your lines, you'll have your indentations here, and we want to fold away from that. You'll get a better corner if you fold away from it. And then I'm going to score it again, just to get a nice sharp crease there. Put some adhesive right here, just on that part, and right here. And then press that down. Now once you put your card in there, you could seal it with a little glue dot. You could put some more adhesive on it, but what I like to do is use washi tape. I think it adds a nice decorative element, and you can coordinate it with the colors in your card. And that's it. You have made an envelope. Thanks for watching.